Okay, so hello, witam, cześć, ciao, hola, добрый день, everybody. So here is our workshop. Today is like Thursday, and this is broadcast from Kiev, Unit City, and here is it's like a not non-virtual background. And my name is Alexander Voloshin. I am head of incubation in Ukraine, in Kiev. And like 1 month ago, we discussed with Julio Ribes about how we can building 30 million company from scratch. And today we will discuss with another co-founder. It will be co-founder from Ukraine startup, which called Delfast. Delfast is it's a electronic bikes from this industry. It's like a physical item, and like a physical item, it's not super easy. I think it's my opinion that software building, yes. And our guest is here, and Delpha's bikes I know very well because I saw the first speech of the Delpha's bikes, I think approximately more than 6 or 7 years ago on a startup network website here in Ukraine. But here today is CTO of this great startup from Ukraine, Serhii. And Serhii will talk to all our guests how you can build the great product in your niche. Delfast bike also it's not like a typical electronic bikes or something like that. These bikes using in some police departments, and these bikes also in the Guinness Books of Record, in the World Guinness Record. So it will be very interesting to see this road of this startup. And our workshop will have two parts. First, it's like a main topic. Serhii will discuss with us about their way, and second part will be our pitches from Dimium Ukraine, one startup, and one startup from Dimium Poland. 1 5-minute pitch and 5 minutes for Serhei's feedback or question. So official part of introduction I want to close, and I want to give micro to Serhii. Serhii, are you here? Yes, super.
Yeah,
So
I'm here. Yeah,
the stage is yours, Serhii.
great. So I can start. Yeah.
Yes. And sorry, by the way, guys, if you have a question to Serhii, you can ask your question on YouTube comments or LinkedIn comments, and after Serhii like a workshop, his workshop, yes, I will ask these questions. So yeah, let's start.
Great. So I'm gonna share my screen. Where is the screen sharing here? Alex,
Like,
could you
yeah,
advise me? Yeah.
yeah, of course.
Ah.
So you can see the leaf call button. You see it. Don't click leave call button. So try to see like a left button. It's like a present now. You see maybe it's like a arrow in some figure. Like a oh.
Yeah, I see.
Yes,
It's okay. Yeah. Can you see my screen now?
yes, we can see. Oh, nice, super.
Great. So, okay. Hi guys. I'm gonna tell you how it feels to launch the world best product in its niche. Actually, no, I'm not pretty sure how I feel regarding our success, because in my mind, the success for a startup is only achieved after the IPO. But I will tell you just a few stories about Delfast and our bikes, and I promise to do my best to keep you awake. Oh, that's it. So my name is Serhii Dovhopolyi. For the past many years, I have worked in the venture capital industry. I'm the founder and CEO of Feel Good Labs Business Accelerator, whose mission is to help entrepreneurs from Ukraine to create and scale their startups. And maybe that's the reason why we meet with we have met with Dimium, and they invite me here to talk to you and share my experience. Since 2018, I've been Chief Technical Officer at Delfast, and since 1st of April of 2021, I have held also the position of Chief Revenue Officer here, and that means for last 14 months I'm responsible for revenue in the company, and also I am a member of the board. Honestly, I'm not a co-founder, but I work with Delfast for many years, and I'm sure somebody heard about Delfast, and actually, if so, you can just skip next 20 minutes. But otherwise, just take a seat and get comfortable to have a chance to learn something new from me. So I want to start my story with the company because you can believe me, Delfast has a very interesting history. Delfast started 8 years ago as a delivery service, and there were no Uber or Glovo in Ukraine yet, and there were no companies who had done 1-hour delivery, and Delfast made it happen. For the next 4 years, we tried to find our business model, and honestly, many times we were about to lose our business. And I believe that's the good point. In my mind, every successful startup must go through a period of trial and error to be to be reborn and stay strong. Okay, get back to Delfast. So after the Kickstarter campaign in 2017, we figured out that people are interested in buying electric bikes, and this kind of business is or was supposed to be more profitable than delivery service. For example, to earn $1,000, you should make like 100 deliveries or sell just one electric bike. So you know what I'm saying, yeah? 100 deliveries, one e-bike. What seems to be easy, yeah? And that's why in August of 2018, Delfast established a separate unit in its structure. We called it Delfast Bikes. And we had a small team of about 8 or 10 persons. We had a beautiful office in Unit City, as well as Dimium has. And we set ambitious goals to become the #1 electric bikes manufacturer worldwide. And at the same time, our bike has set a Guinness record for the longest distance on one battery charge. It was more than 200 miles. And then in early 2021, we raised $3.4 million investment. Then we opened an office in the Los Angeles area, and we are working on the development of a distribution network in the United States. And actually, this is my job and responsibility here. And for now, we are still Guinness record holders for the distance on one charge. We continually grow every year. we have sold more than 1,000 e-bikes. There are almost 50 employees on our team, and we are going to raise a round of investments in amount of $20 million. The United States became our main market, and honestly, I believe Delfast is the best in the niche. And let's try to understand why and how it happened. That's best time to talk about the product. A lot of people and somebody here may think that we are selling electric bikes. Actually, that's true, but at the same time, it's not true. Let me explain. When you buy something for 7K, it's not just a thing. It's something bigger for you, because if we're talking about electric bikes, you can buy a car for the same price. I mean, if you buy the bike for 7K, it's not just a bike for you; it's a solution. For example, here in California, we have many beautiful places. And the typical Californian lifestyle looks like, maybe you heard about it, work hard and play hard. And that means thousands of Americans are going to spend the weekends at the ocean or at the national parks or hills or whatever. And here is mine at the ocean in Huntington Beach. And another example, it's our small team, Daniel, Alex in Sequoia National Park. And it's in the hills near Pasadena. And do you know what those places have in common? The bike is the best solution to ride there. It's fast, comfortable, and you can ride after you get in. But not just any bike, and because of several reasons. And firstly, the range. I don't know if someone has been to the United States, you know that here are great distances. And most electric bikes, including expensive competitors with the price of 5K and more, usually can ride like 30 miles or 40 miles, maximum 50 miles. And it's enough. It's not enough for this because just for better understanding, to get to the hills in the previous picture, I have to ride almost 30 miles. And Huntington Beach is almost 50 miles away from my house. And that means there is no chance to get there and come back home on a regular electric bike. But it is easy if you have a Delfast bike. That's what I mean when I say that we sell not just a bike, but a solution. Yeah. And here's my first advice to you. You have to understand what exactly do you sell, or maybe better to say, you have to understand what do your customers buy from you. And that's about customer development. I think you heard these words, and customer development is very important words if you're gonna build an international startup. And I think it's more important than investments, for example. If you remember, I've told you that Delfast started as a courier company. And you can see a real picture of our facility, and there is a sign where is written that yes, we are a delivery company, and yes, there is electric bikes, and no, we don't sell our bikes. And hundreds of people asked us about the bikes every month, but we just didn't mind. And you know what happened next? Uh, we sold our delivery business and focused on selling bikes just 2 years after this picture. And that was the best decision in my mind we ever made. And this is a perfect presentation on how customer development works in real life. If the customer wants to buy something, give it to him and take his money. That's it. It's very simple, actually. And another example is our product development process. If you're thinking that Delfast all the time used to be the best electric bike in the world, you are wrong again. We made hundreds of prototypes before we had the result. And our first bicycle looked like that. And there is the second version, and third one, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and more and more and more. Actually, I can do it again and again before you sleep. So here is how it looks right now, and looks good, yeah? I believe it is. And this is another look. Actually, it's the special modification for the Ukrainian military forces. Um, I just want to say to become the best in something, you should do your best. And you will make some mistakes. It's okay. Everybody makes mistakes, but you have to try again and again. You should wake up and go to sleep with the question on how you can be better than you were yesterday, how to get the best in your business. That's only way you can do it. Moreover, everybody in your team, I hope you have a team, has to do it as well, because you can't go it alone, no man is an island, however much you want to be. And yeah, that's my second advice, I think, about the team. But okay, we will talk about the team later. Now, just a few words about investments. As you know, I hope you know, for startup, fundraising is a never-ending process, especially if you are a hardware startup, because you need much of money for production, for stock, and many other things, And that's why in the end of 2020, we started our fundraising campaign at Fundable. That's an American fundraising platform, one of popular fundraising platforms in the United States. And our goal was to earn $3 million investments. And what's interesting is that we thought our investors are Americans, and because of that we made the video in English, prepare all the documents in English, promote the campaign in the United States. And you know what happened? We actually was surprised to get only requests from Ukraine. And as a result, we got $3,400,000 from, let me remember, like 300 investors from Ukraine, and average check was like $10,000. And it was a unique situation for the Ukrainian market, and I believe it still is the unique situation. And many startups asked me how they could repeat the success of Delfast, uh, but the only correct answer is know-how. Because there are no two same startups in the world. All these successful companies are totally different and have different ways of success. You could not become the second Google or Facebook or Delfast, even if I told you how exactly we are doing the things. And that's the third point for you. And so, once again, you have to find your own path. I promise you it wouldn't be easy and even more cheap. You will spend a lot of time and money, and most likely you are going to fail. But but if you learn how to stand up again after a fall, you have a chance to be unsuccessful. And that is the main point from my side. And let's talk about the team. It's a very important thing, I believe. As I told you before, you have no chance to build something great by yourself. You need a team, and you need the best team ever. And I don't want to tell you about the Delfast team because it wouldn't help you much. But I can share with you my opinion, just a few points, what I'm thinking about the team. Firstly, hire the best of the best. Uh, you can make the best product and the best company if you have the best team. And believe me, it would be better for your company if you had, I don't know, just 5 employees, but each of them is an outstanding professional who loves the job and loves the company, instead of 50 of mediocre who have, who just doing their job. And I don't know how to explain it to you. Um, to say a long story short, there is a great word to describe this. Yeah, deliverable. Um, I suppose you can hear definition before, but if you don't, just remember once again, deliverable. That means that the person is working for the result and will do everything to finish every task he takes. And you have to hire only deliverable persons to your company. And the second thing about the people, you have to be prepared to fire someone. I knew 100 companies who were scared to fire the people, and sorry, it's not funny actually. It's, all of them no longer exist. So I want to say, since you are a founder, a company is the most important thing is in your life. And if you feel I'm wrong, I have bad news for you. You will never establish a great company. And I don't want to say, your startup will fail tomorrow or in a week or months or whatever. I'm just saying that your company will never be a billion-dollar company in this case. So my advice to you is not to scare to fire people, and at the same time try to build the processes. It will be it will be very helpful if someone, I mean, some key specialist in your company will be fired. Just just believe the guy who fired more people in the last year than everyone else in the company for all the years, for all 8 years. But at the same time, again, in both of my departments, I have like 20 people under me. It's IT department and sales department as well. The onboarding process takes only 4 days. I know, some companies have onboarding like up to months or 2 months. In my two departments, we do it just in 4 days. Okay. Honestly, I'm not used to talking this much, so let's finish. I hope my presentation was interesting and just a little helpful for you. Once again, my name is Serhii Dovhopolyi. I'm the guy who is working for Delfast. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me anytime. Thank you again. And how to stop sharing? I find
okay, yeah. Super nice. And Sergey, I agree with you that like in the world we don't have like a universal button to for money and and to how you can be succeed startup. I agree with you, and I also super appreciate that you very like a true startup story. And I very appreciate for your truly opinion, like about the fire people, about like this is not like a toys, it's like a real business, and this business need to be work. And our like a finish, like our finish line, it can be exit, IPO, or something like that. Not like events, not like some awards, etc., or startup party or something like that. Okay. So thank you very much for your lecture, and right now we start our like a second part, and I want to start from grow with you, Alina. Please unmute your microphone. You have 5 minutes to pitch and 5 minutes to feedback from Sergey or questions.
Great. Now I am starting to share my screen.
Okay, we see your screen.
Great, so I'm ready to start.
Okay, super, let's go.
Hi everyone, happy to pitch you today. My name is Alina and I'm co-founder at Grow With You, a platform which provides parents with rental subscription on smart toys for kids in your smartphones. Probably at least one person on this call has a child. As for me, I have a 6-year-old goddaughter. It's always challenging task at first, find a good toy for her, and then find her among the unused toys. So I feel your pain. Besides, we did customer development and found out that parents meet the vicious circle of problems with toys, namely toy clutter at home, need for the constant search for children's gods, and main one, overspending on toys, and it goes round and round. The solution is here. Grow With You is the first rental subscription that renews toys, declutters children's room, suggests customized selection, and does it all in one place. Sounds difficult? Let me explain how it works in a few words. It's really like a piece of cake for parents. You just choose toys using our website or chatbots, play with kids as long as needed, and then swap unused toys in only 3 clicks. And we do the rest, provide parents with a money-saving, convenient, and sustainable service. Why parents should choose us? Now, the average family spends around €600 on toy per child yearly. For this amount of money, kid gets around 25 toys only. With Grow With You, your kid receives unlimited access to toys twice as cheap. The choice is obvious, isn't it? So we create a service that saves money for parents and earns money for us. Our subscription business model is based on selling service to receive monthly recurring revenue. On this slide, you can see the average monthly fee, commission to toy producers, and our income per each transaction. Not only money, but also positive climate impact. 80% of plastic toys are thrown away after 1 or maximum 3 cycles of use. But we are able to reverse the situation. Just imagine 21 million toys may be saved from ending up as waste yearly. Is the market big enough? Yes, for sure. Our business model lies at the crossroad of rapidly growing areas: e-com subscription market, sharing economy, and sustainable service. We consider our TAM as global toy market, some as toy sales via online channels. Moreover, after obtaining only 1% of toy market in Germany, Netherlands, France, and Spain, we will earn 1.5 billion euros. Now is the best time to jump into this market because the ocean isn't already blue and has not become red yet. Our direct competitors are rental services and rental subscriptions. At first glance, we look very similar, but there is one crucial difference: the decluttering option we offer. We have already invested 7,000 euro of our own money. With this money, we have already done more than 100 sales and had 40 plus active subscribers in Ukraine. Now we are building our work there. At the same time, our team intends to launch Grow With You on the German market. We have already attracted 2 partners here. And of course, this is only the beginning, because the future is definitely huge. Here you can see our next steps. We are going to finish a full-scale launch in Germany, launch Grow With You on new markets, and scale horizontally. What do we need to make it happen? Now we are raising angel investments to attract 1,000 customers. Taking into account this goal, product development is our top 1 priority. Besides, we are going to apply new marketing channels and expand the team to catalyze our project growth. And finally, a few words about people who are determined to bring it to life. Long story short, Nastya and I met each other at the university. I have experience as a project manager in the biggest analytical center in Ukraine. Nastya worked with international fashion brands as a marketing project manager. Then we switched our career. Nastya and I have been running an NGO and promoting the idea of sustainability for more than 2 years. Now we are running our own sharing economy business. It's a challenging task, but we can hit any pitch with such an inspired team and mentors. We all are responsible for building a sustainable future. Let's start today from Children's Room. Thank you and looking forward to your feedback.
Yeah, thank you very much, Alina.
Yeah, thank you very much. Very interesting. May you switch again to the slide with the market?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I have a question about it. Yes, great. How did you calculate your serviceable obtainable market? You know, because I'll explain my question. According to Statista, but Statista will never calculate your piece of market. You know, and serviceable obtainable market is the portion of SAM that you can capture, and I'm not pretty sure you can capture 2 billions market.
Yes, of course. According to statistics, it means we take from that numbers of toy global market and also about market of each country, means toy market. And according to our SO, as I said, after obtaining only 1% of toy market in Germany, Netherlands, France, and Spain, we will earn this amount of money. Of course, it's an ambitious plan, and it's planned for 5 years. But we choose 4 countries because we understand that we have kind of product of future, and we are going to focus on early evangelists.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you know, I'm seeing also you want to have 12K of active subscribers in 2028, yeah, or something like this.
Yeah, in this year.
Oh, okay.
If I hear you right.
Yeah, and you know, my question is 12K of active subscribers with your subscription cost. It's still only like maybe 300K, yeah. And so you need like 100 million subscribers monthly to take the market share you're talking about.
Yeah, we are only, this is planned for the next 2 years, which you can see on our roadmap. And of course, it's a little bit small number, but of course, we consider other channels, including B2B channels. So now we are focused on B2C, but also we consider, for example, kindergarten, school, and so on and so forth as our potential new target audience. And it gives us a bigger number, of course.
Okay, and my second concern is about your spendings. You are planning to spend more than 50% to develop the platform, but you need more customers, not just a platform. You may do a lot of things by your hands first time. I mean, and in my opinion, you should spend the money to attract the customers. So to just to make sure they need you and they are ready to pay. So, in general, my advice to you is review your cost plan and also review your serviceable obtainable market, and think about the focus on maybe just few countries or maybe one, because it would be very complicated, and you have to spend a lot of money to work in a different region.
Yeah, thanks a lot for your feedback, and thanks for sharing your concern. We are definitely taking into account.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. So I stop sharing screen.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you, Sergey, for your feedback for Grow With You, because Alina today was speaking in our internal ideation committee in Timium. So yeah, super important to pitch every time, every day, every week, to be more successful in pitching, etc. And each feedback from each expert can be helped to be better in next time. Yeah, thank you very much. So right now it's Marcin from Poland with a startup which called SRT Motion. Our colleagues from Poland, from Warsaw. Let's get started.
Yes, okay, so I hope you can see my screen. Is it a full screen now? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. So Sergey, thank you very much for presenting your startup or your company to us. That was very impressive, and of course, thank you for having us invited and give us a chance to present SRT Motion. So let's get to it. The problem that we want to solve with the startup that we currently are running with my business partner is that we want to deliver to people, to home gamers, so to mass of potential users, an affordable 3D motion system for gaming, mainly for simulation games, for car simulation and flight simulation. So currently, if an advanced home user with a setup like the one that is seen in the picture wants to add the motion platform to it, they need to spend around $50,000, $10,000 to $15,000. So that's very, very expensive, first of all, which means that with this price tag, it's very hard to address a big market. The available systems currently in the market seems to be over-engineered and very complex to install, and also they don't foresee being installed on different types of rigs that customers may have. So these are not universal solutions. So with that in mind, we decided to define a product. We call the product SRT Motion. It's mechanically, it's pretty straightforward. It's composed of 4 mechanical actuators, linear actuators, electrical actuators, and a control cabinet with a simple USB connectivity to your PC. On top of that, there is a piece of the software that provides the telemetry data from gaming. And this simple setup with a price tag of 4,000 euros provides a basic 3D motion haptics to the user playing a simulation game, for example, car racing. So the obtainable market that we think we are able to address within the next 6 years, 3 to 6 years, we give this rough margin of time span, is about $10 million. And we think that it's a reasonable number and something really achievable, since we took that from one of our competitors. We analyzed the market, and we see that one of the competitors that we use as a benchmark is roughly addressing a bit bigger market than that, we know what our advantages are, and we think that's really obtainable for us with the help of external financing. And of course, in order to get there, we have to expand on our product roadmap. Luckily, we are past our MVP phase, so we build a product, we turn it to the sellable product, and we successfully are selling this product as we speak. We sold already 40 systems globally to 5 continents. So that's something that gave us an idea that, okay, there is a need for the product, there is a traction, the product is accepted by customers, so the market is there. So now we feel that it's the right time to raise an external capital to help grow the company further. So we would like to add the traction loss system, which is the next product in the slide here. Then we would like to develop the new motion driver, so that the control cabinet looks a bit nicer than what we currently have. And then in a year from now, we would like to launch an enhanced version of the product that will be more dedicated to more professional users. So the business model that we selected for the product is pretty straightforward. We just design, build, and ship products to our customers. So first of all, we have number of channels to sell the products. Our main channel is direct to consumer, so the customer can just go online to our web shop, order a set, and then within 4 to 6 weeks they get a nice package with a manual how to install it on their league. And we also run number of affiliate programs with some internal promoters and YouTube influencers, and also are building the distributors network. So in the chart here, when you can see the split between different sales channels that we have, is actually a view that we would like to see, let's say, 3 years from now. So that's about the sales channels. Regarding revenue streams, we are planning to have 3 main group of products. So the base product is the one on the left, base motion kits with a price tag of 4,000 euros. Then we have the traction loss search platform that we are designing as we speak. It's not ready yet, but we are in the process of design. And then the third product will be the endurance line for more professional users with a price tag of 10,000 euros. The competitive landscape that we identified currently looks like this. And so there's a number of properties that, of course, we selected to compare against the competition, but surprisingly, not all of them can, for example, support traction loss or search platform. Not all of them support all games. Not all of them have global presence. Some of them, they focus only on Europe, for example, for different reasons. So currently we're asking for the first round, we may call the pre-seed round, even of 100,000 euros. We would like to use that to expand on our team. Currently, there's only 2 of us. We do everything in our company, so we'd like to have 2 additional people to introduce some basic processes to make the company to operate in more automated way. Part of these funds will be used to build up the stock for components, of course, to be able to respond quicker to customers' orders. So regarding the team, myself and my business partner Maciej, we are enthusiastic, very huge fans on simulation games. We have different backgrounds, though. When talking about games, I'm more focused on the car racing. Maciej is more oriented towards flight simulators. We've been working together for a number of years on different projects. We have industrial automation background, and we are now happy to have a discussion about this idea and receive feedback from you. Thank you very much.
Perfect, thank you. I really like it. Okay, so my first comment is also about the obtainable market calculations. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's a huge market, no? And do you think in 6 years you can get only like 10 million from this market?
To be honest, I think it's a very low number. It's rather 2 years than 6. I think in 6 years we should be able to get 20 million at least. Again, we are under
100 million at least, I think.
Yeah, so it's depending to whom you present. When we presented it first to potential investors, then they cooled us down a bit and told us, okay, be careful with it. It's hardware. It may be difficult. We have different issues with shipments, with the logistic chains and so on and so forth.
Oh,
so
yeah.
let's start slow. So we say, okay, 3 to 6 years, which is already kind of a not really precise, right? It's a big error of 2. And then we start with $10 million. Let's say if we achieve that within 3 years, then we call it a big success, because then it means that it was executed upon the plan. So we don't want to over deliver, let's say, at any price. We would like to deliver on what we estimate.
Yeah, I agree with you. But for investor, it's very important thing. It is not too much for 6 or 7 years to earn only 10 million for startup like this.
It should be 3. It should be 3 years.
Yeah. Just think about it. Yeah. And one more important thing is focus, because Western Europe and the UK and the United States are very huge and very different markets. The gaming industry also is very huge, and you will have competitors there. So I think you have to focus on one market and then start scaling worldwide. But the good news is that your niche in each of countries you are talking about is really big, and there are a lot of money, and in my opinion, it's much bigger than you have calculated. And if you want to sell in the United States, I'm not sure about the Europe, because you are there. But if you want to sell in the United States, you have to relocate there, and there are a lot of money and opportunities here in the United States for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll have to consider that, right?
Yeah. And the third thing I can advise you to think about it, that's your sales channels. I can guarantee that it wouldn't be easy to sell to the customers directly and at the same time to work with distributors, because I'm pretty sure, because that's my personal pain, and that will like to have a huge margin. And since you are not very big, and for most company, they will play dishonestly with you. I mean, they will not want to buy your product. They will take it for sale. They will dump prices, and so on. So I want you just think about it early, and to be ready, because it would be really complicated.
Understood. We actually do have this experience already. We have number of small distributors, and we actually feel these pains. Like, there's always a discussion about the price versus one on our website, about the discounts and things like that. So yes, we are very aware of that and familiar with it. It's a valid point. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, super nice. We have a few minutes, and I want to ask a few questions from our viewers on YouTube and LinkedIn. So Sergey, question number 1 for you: how you be the best product in your niche with not so many money from investments?
It's a long story. Our company exists like 8 years, and we are. I think I already told you, about all of our secrets. It's about people, first of all, because if you have no money, you can just do your best. You can learn every day. You can try to do your best and focus on your goals, and I think that's it. That's the secret.
I heard that we don't like a secret, but please do your job, and that's all.
Yes, then do your job. Not just do for doing your job, but do your job for the result.
Yeah, of course. And what books do you recommend?
Honestly, I didn't read books like 2 years. I like Richard Branson. It's really good, passionate author, and I like um, I like um, um, I I I fucking start up from zero. I don't remember this guy. He's really famous. Like
Maybe
Peter Thiel.
Peter Thiel.
Peter Thiel. Yeah.
Yes,
I read it like
0 to
5
1.
years
0 to
ago.
1.
Yeah. Oh, from 0 to 1. Yeah, right. That's it.
nice.
But actually,
nice.
it's honestly, I don't have much time since I relocated to the United States, because my working day is like 15 hours, and also I have my family here, so
Okay.
that's all about the success, because uh, all all time you have, you just doing your job.
Okay. And the last question, what do you recommend? Focus in first time interaction or in product development ideally?
Interaction. It's you will never make an ideal product. Tesla, who is number one electric vehicle in the world, still has some bugs, like with steering, with autopilot, with some things. So you need to focus on the customer development, and focus on your market, and talk to your customers, and just to understand what do they want, and give it to them. And also after that, you have to focus on your product, and I don't think, and I don't mind you. You have to do nothing with your product, and do not improve it, and so on. But I think the customer is first.
Okay, nice. And I very like your short answer that, okay, traction. That's all. Like
Yeah,
your answer, this type of answers very like investors. Like a question and short answer. Okay, very nice. Okay, super. So okay, that's all. Thank you very much for your presentation and startups. Thank you for your pitch. I hope this pitch can be help you to be the best in the next time. And Sergey, thank you for your feedback. And as I told you, that I very appreciate for your like a truly vision of startup life, and like a truly vision of your like some feedbacks. You see many details, etc. So very appreciate for your advice in this. So and also thank you very much for our like viewers on YouTube and LinkedIn. Thank you for be on this broadcast from Ukraine, from Kiev, and be the part of this presentation. So take care and try to build your best startup in the world after Delfast, of course.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your attention. Yeah.
Thank you.